This is going to be a sample video of how to transition or move up RTI documentation forms from one grade to the next. First thing you're going to do is you're going to want to go to My Drive, click on District RTI Forms, and go to your building level folder. At that point, you're going to want to create a new folder. I would name the folder the grade that the students are going to. So for my particular instance, they're going to be moving to third grade. They're going to graduate in 2026. And for this particular example, I'm going to put down practice so that I'm not confused with another folder I've already created. Now at that point, what I would do is I would switch over to the grid view over here on the right, just because then you get a little better view of the files that you're working with. Next, what you want to do is you want to search for the year, because that'll help bring up just that grade level that you're going to be moving. Now I've already started cleaning these files up, and I would recommend that before you even get to this point that you've gone through and made sure that every student's information is documented. I've had to make some adjustments in my own files just to double check and make sure all the interventions are there, and that things are organized in kind of a decent way to when we share them out to teachers. Now the next thing you're going to want to do is, and I've already started moving some of these, so I'm just going to click on one or two that I haven't moved yet. But you can highlight as many files as you want at one time. So you just click in the area that you're going to highlight, and I'll just highlight these two files as an example. Then you right click here, and you're going to come up with the option that says Move To. Click on Move To, My Drive. Now the folder that I've been using isn't, or the one that I have been using is here. You see it says third grade 2026. Now that's actually the legitimate folder I'm going to move over to Bambi here in a week or so. But obviously, and it's there because I've been using it. That's not the practice one I made. So you would just go back to the folder you were at, to the elementary, in this case elementary, and then there it is, third grade practice. So I click on that, and the blue button there, Move, is highlighted, so I click Move. Now it's going to say something along the lines of move from both folders, or do not move from any folder, just add it to the practice, or whatever, add it to the folder, that the name that you created. And I would just click on that and press OK. So then now they're shared and they're moved. Something I forgot to add is you should share the folder that you create with the administrator and counselor that's going up. So here's that folder I made. Right click, go to share, and then in this particular instance I'm going to share with Chris and Bambi, and I would also share it with Jenny and Brenda because of the SPED aspect of that. And you would hit send so they have that. I would probably just do that right when you create the folder itself. I'm going to type up, and I've already started typing up, kind of a step-by-step guide on how to do that. If for some reason, this way you guys can refer back to it, but I figured having both would be important. Okay, so like I said, you're going to go create a folder, share the folder with the appropriate administrators. You're going to highlight the files after cleaning them up, right-click and move to that new folder. Now, once you've done that, you can right-click on the folder there, go to Move To, and you're going to want to go to the building that you're moving it to. So for in this particular account situation, I'm moving it over to the intermediate. And hit OK. So now I've moved that folder up to the intermediate building, and Bambi and Chris and those guys will have access to it. So if I go back here to my drive, and I go to District RTI, and I go to Intermediate RTI cases, that folder, the practice folder that we just created, is right there. And double click on that, and the practice cases that I highlighted got sent over there. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It'll obviously take some practice. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.